Right, Shalom. Call Loim La, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Shalom to all for luck. In this lesson, I want to get into the 144,000 men of Israel. Lord willing, this will be edifying to you brothers and you sisters out there listening. Shalom. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, verse 42. And it says, I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people, whom I could not number. And they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest. And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. Yeah, and this young man is talking about YAHAWASHI, when he returned. Slakia. When he returned, he would be taller than everyone. He's returning as a young man, YAHAWASHI died a long time ago, but when he come back, he will have features of a young man, He would be looking younger than some of us today. Back at 2nd Ezra 2:44, it says, so I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? And he answered and said unto me, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Now are they crowned and receive palms. Yeah, so what it means by they put off the mortal clothing, meaning they put off the ways and the philosophies of this world, and they put on the mortal clothing, which means, they followed the ways of YAHAWASHI, they followed YAHAWASHI footsteps, walked the ways of righteousness, they imitated YAHAWASHI, and we confess the name of the Most High, because without him, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be preaching and teaching this word. Let me grab something real quick. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 7, verse 1. It says, and after these things I saw 4 angels stand on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor in the sea, nor in any tree. And that wind represents the nuclear destruction. And it says, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having a seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea. So these 4 angels' job were to, bring destruction to Esau's system. Verse 3, and it says, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. So once the 144,000 men are sealed, that's when YAHAWAH is going to bring destruction in the society. Verse 4, and it says, and I heard the number of them which were sealed. There were sealed 144,000, and all the tribes of the children of Israel. Yeah, so the salvation is only for Israel and not these heathen nations. It says, of the tribe of Judah was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Gad was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Asher was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Naphtali was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Manasseh was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Issachar was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulun was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph was sealed 12,000. And Joseph is Ephraim. Of the tribe of Benjamin was sealed 12,000. Yeah, so these same men John saw, Ezra saw as well, you know. Back at 2nd Ezra 2:45, and it says, he answered and said to me, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Now are they crowned and receive palms. Yeah, and that's talking about the 144,000 men I read in Revelation chapter 7. This is the book of Romans chapter 8, verse 29. And it says, for whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many men, among many brethren. And we're going to the word predestinate. That means to predetermine, decide beforehand, foreordain, appoint beforehand. And the definition of conform means to have the same form as another, similar to, conform to. So the 144 men, they were similar to YAHAWASHI, you know. They were imitating, following his footsteps, you know. The elect men, the 144,000, were split images of YAHAWASHI. You know, the Most High, he knew his elect since the beginning of time, as it said in Romans, that he also predestinate. That means beforehand. So the elect, the 144,000, was here before this time, before Earth started. And that's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 5. It says, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. Before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. The Most High knew his prophets before they came out the womb of their mother. You know, as it says, he predestinated, he foreordained, before time. You know, the 144,000 men are the first fruits. Get that real quick. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 3, and it says, and he sung as it were a new song before the throne, and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000, which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which were not defiled with women. What that means, you know, these men were not defiled with other doctrines and philosophies. It says, these are they which are not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which followed the Lamb, whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits. Yeah, and that Lamb is YAHAWASHI. And the definition of first fruits, meaning the first dough, the first spirits created. And it says, these were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto the Most High and unto the Lamb. Yeah, so these first fruits, these 144,000 men, are the first spirits created. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 27, and it says, behold, this I have found, said the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. Basically, YAHAWASHI, he selected one out of every 1,000 men to be his elect is the 144,000. And the 144,000 consists of men only, not women. You know, the women are part of the elect, the great multitude, but they are not a part of the 144,000. Back at 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, verse 46, it says, Then said I unto the angel, What young person it is that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hand? That young person is YAHAWASHI, who gave out the crowns to his elect men. And we'll prove that right now. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, starting at verse 5, and it says, From YAHAWASHI, HaMashiach, who is the faithful witness, and the first begotten of the dead, and the prince of the kings of the earth, unto him that loved us, washed us from our sins in his own blood. Yeah, YAHAWASHI was that sacrificial lamb for Israel. And it says that he had made us kings and priests unto the Most High and his Father. To him be glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen. So YAHAWASHI crowned us and made us kings and priests. And we will have dominion forever and ever under him. Starting with YAHAWASHI and King David. We will be those men to rule the world. Back at 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, verse 47, he says, So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. Then the angel said unto me, Go thy way and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of the Lord, thy power thou hast seen. So the Son of God, the Most High, is talking about YAHAWASHI, and Ezra praised the 44,000 men, you know, because these men stood 10 toes down for YAHAWASHI, you know. They went through great tribulation. They were prosecuted, you know. And this is soon happening. Like, this soon is going to happen. It haven't happened yet, but this is what Ezra saw. He saw the future. And we are in the present time, in the future, this present time, you know. And we're getting closer and closer to that day where the 144,000 men will be prosecuted, will be tried like gold in the furnace, you know. Read something real quick. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 25, verse 26. And it says, But that which ye have already hold fast till I come. Yeah, when it says hold fast till I come, that means hold on to this truth. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. So that end is talking about when YAHAWASHI comes. In these nations, we will have power over the heathen nations. Look at something real quick. Slocky to bear with me. And when you look up the word, overcoming, it says to conquer, to carry your victory, come more victorious, of HaMashiach, victorious over all his foes. It says of Christians, and the Christians are the Israelites that hold fast their faith even unto death against the power of their foes and temptations, persecutions. What I just said, we, the 144,000 men, will be tried, you know. Our faith will be tried, even unto death, you know, against the power of our foes. And who are our foes? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Also you other heathen nations, but mainly Esau, Edom, because this is his kingdom right now. He's running things right now, you know. He calling the shots. But yeah. So basically, those that overcome, endure, we will be given power over these nations, you know. So we have to endure to the end. And YAHAWASHI will give us power to rule over these nations. And I have one more precept. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 8. And it says, they shall judge the nations, have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever, calm. So starting with 144,000 men and the remaining elect, we will have dominion over these heathen nations, you know. They will be our slaves, you know. We will be calling the shots, you know. And YAHAWASHI, he would be that top king. He would be King of Kings, Lord of Lords, as it says in the scriptures. You know? So you brothers, you know, just hold on, you know. Keep the faith, endure to the end, you know. We gotta hold fast. We gotta hold fast our faith, even unto death, you know. We're gonna be tried as gold in the fire, you know. We gotta be ready, man. We almost home, though, man. I just wanted to bring that out, though. Lord willing, this was edifying to you brothers, you few sisters out there listening, you know. Endure to the end. We almost out here. With that being said, Barak de YAHAWAH, Barak de YAHAWASHI, Barak de YAHAWAH, Barak de YAHAWASHI, Barak de YAHAWAH, Barak de YAHAWASHI, Kwam Yashala, Abal, Babal, Aman.